Pope Leo XIV gave his first blessing as pontiff this Sunday. In his speech, he called for a just and lasting peace in Ukraine and an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. He quoted the late Pope Francis in denouncing the number of conflicts ravaging the globe today, saying it was, quote, a third world war in pieces. He also said he was honoured to have his first address be on Good Shepherd Sunday.
Considero dono di Dio il fatto che la prima domenica del mio servizio come vescovo di Roma sia quella del Buon Pastore, la quarta del tempo di Pasqua.
Pope Leo XIV was elected on Thursday and is the first pontiff from the United States.
Over 333,000 registered voters in Portugal can vote early this Sunday for the 18th of May legislative elections. A record since mobile voting began, says the Ministry of Internal Affairs. The early election comes as President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa dissolved the coalition government after the centre-right government of Prime Minister Luis Montenegro lost a vote of confidence in March. 21 parties are running in these early elections, including coalitions. A Euronews poll shows Luis Montenegro's AD coalition leading with 34.1% support. The Socialist Party, led by Pedro Nuno Santos, is at 27.1%. Meanwhile, the populist right-wing Chega party comes third with 15.2%.
Russian President Vladimir Putin called on Ukraine to take part in direct talks hours after European leaders urged Moscow to agree to a 30-day ceasefire. Speaking in a late-night televised address, Putin offered to resume direct talks without preconditions on Thursday, the 15th of May. He said this was to eliminate the root causes of the conflict and to achieve lasting peace.
15 мая в Стамбуле, там, где они проводились ранее и там, где они были прерваны, с государствами Европы. В том числе и теми, которые сегодня по-прежнему мы настроены на серьезные переговоры с Украиной.
On Saturday, Kyiv played host to 4 leaders who form part of the coalition of the willing, a group of countries committed to supporting Ukraine. The leaders warned that new and massive sanctions would be imposed on Russia should President Putin not agree to the unconditional 30-day ceasefire.
Albanians head to the polls for parliamentary elections in which Prime Minister Edi Rama is seeking an unprecedented 4th term in office. Rama, in part as head of the Socialist Party since 2013, is likely to beat his old rival, former Prime Minister Sali Berisha of the Democratic Party. Polls show Rama, who has promised EU membership within the next 5 years, has a commanding lead over Berisha, who has been weakened by graft allegations. But Rama may need assistance of smaller parties to maintain a narrow 4-seat majority.
India and Pakistan have accused each other of violations of an immediate ceasefire agreement both nations announced on Saturday. The accusations of violations of the truce came just hours after its declaration and following days of military strikes across the border. According to local reports, several explosions were heard in the Indian-controlled Kashmir region.
For the last few hours, there have been repeated violations of the understanding arrived at earlier this evening between the Directors General of Military Operations of India and Pakistan.
The ceasefire deal, which was first announced by US President Donald Trump, was hailed in both nations, with some residents trooping out to celebrate. Tensions between India and Pakistan significantly escalated last week, with the neighboring countries exchanging fire for several days after India's missile attack on Pakistan. India blames Pakistan for an attack in April that killed 26 people in the disputed Kashmir region, a claim that Pakistan denies.